Hello everyone, and welcome to my Sister Wives For You channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. The most devastating event in the Brown family's history has been brought to light by Sister Wives Season 19, and although each member of the family is grieving the loss of Garrison Brown in their own unique way, Robyn Brown doesn't seem to have learned anything from the difficult experience. Following the abrupt death of a family member, fans felt sympathy for the Browns and were interested in how Sister Wives Season 19 would handle the sorrow. The Browns decided to let cameras into their loss, even though it wasn't an easy time for them to share. Along with Robyn, Kody Brown, who shares Garrison with his ex-wife Janelle Brown, was candid about his feelings, but it was obvious that Kody's lone surviving wife was left out of the narrative. Losing his son was a devastating blow for Kody, who has been addressing his betrayal as directly as possible after enduring the hurt and consequences of his divorces over the past few years. Kody and Robyn expressed their emotions over the situation during the most recent Sister Wives episode, but it was unsettling to see Robyn's sorrow unfold on screen. During the second half of Sister Wives' lengthy Season 19, the loss of Garrison was finally discussed, despite the fact that the news has been well known since his death in 2024. Although he had grown up with siblings from each of Kody's previous spouses, Garrison was the son of Janelle and Kody and died unexpectedly and tragically in the first few months of 2024. Garrison was just 25 years old, and his death rocked the family to its core, making it hard to talk about. Partly because it would be recorded on the broadcast and partly because they were depressed. Though in separate ways, Janelle and Kody found Garrison's death especially tough. As a result of their strong relationship, it was evident that Janelle's son was dependent on her throughout his adult life. It was much more complicated for Kody. Garrison lost contact with both Robyn and his father because they couldn't agree on a number of family matters, notably Kody's peculiar COVID-19 regulations. Prior to Garrison's passing, there had been some unsuccessful attempts at reconciliation. His death caused the whole family to experience intense and overwhelming sadness. Robyn's behavior doesn't seem to have changed in the wake of Garrison's death, while some of the repercussions is yet unknown. On Sister Wives, Robyn's self-centeredness quickly came to the fore after the most recent tragic event, even though Kody and Robyn were candid about the loss they were facing. It became very difficult for Robyn to concentrate on anything other than herself for very long while she was attempting to assist Kody in processing her own pain and helping him move through his. Robyn continuously ignored the problems that had existed between her and Garrison in favor of making Kody's terrible loss about her. It's evident to me that Robyn hasn't been able to take a step back and learn from going through something so traumatic after witnessing how her efforts to help Kody through his loss are more about her than about him or Garrison. Robyn needs to take a fresh look at her relationship with Kody and try to figure out how she can be a better spouse. Robyn is good at making everything about herself, but the Sister Wives star owes it to herself and her family to attempt to break free from her selfish tendencies. Before it's too late, Robyn needs to reconsider her priorities. Fans of Sister Wives have long known that Kody has given preference to his and Robyn's children over all others. But a lot has happened in the last few years, particularly since Garrison's passing. The connection between Kody and his children was already strained, but it deteriorated more during the outbreak. Garrison's problems with Kody are also claimed to have contributed to his suicide. The father of the Brown family had 18 children. He currently resides with his 5 children and is monogamous with his wife, Robyn. Additionally, he is attempting to mend fences with his other children. Kody has 6 children with Christine and Janelle and 1 with Meri. According to the latest rumors, he is making every effort to mend the rift between his children. He seems to want to make changes while he still has the chance because the Garrison scenario apparently rocked him to his core. But is it already too late? Sister Wives. Kody was sorry about his associative relationship with Garrison. As everyone knows, Kody and his children don't get along well. His relationship with them completely soured after the pandemic. Kody wasn't interested in Garrison's attempts to patch things up with their father at the time. He now laments the way his relationship with Garrison ended. Kody wishes he could have reconciled with Garrison sooner. He acknowledges that he has a lot of unresolved emotions. When it comes to Garrison's passing, Cody is still speechless. Because life is uncertain, he wished he had taken care of things sooner rather than later. Cody is working to mend his relationship with his older children, according to Sister Wives. At first, Cody Brown, star of Sister Wives, had a wonderful relationship with his children. He lived contentedly with his several families and 15 children when the show began in 2010. He was married to Robyn after having 3 wives at the time. Things began to take a turn for the worse after his 4th marriage. The polygamist household disintegrated, and Cody's connection with his children finally soured. As time went on, the Brown family began to relocate frequently. They lived together and interacted at first, but after moving, things changed. The family traveled to Las Vegas from Utah and Arizona. He stopped seeing all of their kids every day once they moved into different houses. The family became apart over time, and this became particularly terrible following the COVID-19 pandemic. When someone did not follow Cody's COVID regulations, he would become so irate that he would even ask Janelle to keep the kids out of the house if they did not. Because Cody was often missing, Christine came to the realization that she no longer needed him in her life during this time. So, in 2021, she broke up with him. He soon experienced 3 divorces. He stopped communicating with his children following the divorce. He is attempting to patch things up with his elder children in the most recent episode. None of his children communicate with him, with the exception of Michael T. He revealed that he recently traveled to Utah to meet Christine's kids. He even claimed that there were 2 boys from another mother. Perhaps Janelle's sons were meeting him as well. It's good to see, but doesn't it seem a little too late? For additional developments, keep checking TV season and spoilers. In their most recent video, Sister Wives star Tony Padron and his wife, Michael T. Brown Padron, discussed Meri Brown. However, his wife and fans found what Tony compared Meri to be a little confusing. The mid-season break for the TLC series is still ongoing. However, Tony and Michael T. recorded a live discussion this week and uploaded the footage to their Patreon page. Michael T. Brown and Tony Padron are sister wives. Discuss Meri Brown. Christine Brown-Woolley and Cody Brown, the patriarch of Sister Wives, are the parents of Michael T. Brown Padron. She attempted to contradict her husband, Tony Padron, in the most recent video the pair shared, but he persisted in his comparison to Meri. Even if you understood his point somewhat, the analogy was probably not the ideal one. To begin with, Michael T. does not consider Meri Brown to be her favorite other mother. When Meri was having fertility problems in the past, she and her husband watched the film of an early episode. They discussed how Robyn Brown used one of Meri's eggs that Cody had fertilized to conceive a kid. At the time the episode was shot, Michael T. thought Meri was undecided about having any more children. After Meri declined Robyn's invitation to have any more children, Tony and Michael T. believe that she changed. Tony and Michael T. observe Meri's anger. Michael T. claimed that Meri appeared to vent her resentment on her numerous siblings and half-siblings rather than becoming into a more devoted sister wives, another mother to them. This is perhaps the reason why some of the children, such as Peyton Brown and Maddie Brown Brush, have made disparaging remarks about Meri from their early years. Maddie's post about living with a monster, which supporters believed was about Meri Brown, went viral on the internet, and Peyton once stated that it was unsafe for the kids to be around Meri. Tony Padron attempted to explain the situation. But rather than discussing individuals, he likened Meri's infertility issues to the experience of losing a dog. Sister Wives. Tony talks about dogs while Michael T. squirms. As they watch Meri on that old Sister Wives episode, Tony and Michael T. talk about her hesitation about having another kid. Then Tony reveals a strange idea. It's similar to having a dog and it dies, Tony added. He goes on to compare Meri's feelings of sadness if she tried in vitro fertilization and it didn't work out to his dog analogy. Tony Padron likens this to the grief that comes with losing a dog. He claims that because of the grief people experience when a dog passes away, they may not desire a new one. Tony believes that some individuals won't get another dog because they don't want to experience it again. He seems to believe that this is what Meri is going through in this episode. He implies, however, that Meri is scared of trying for a child and failing, rather than getting a dog. It's time to smooth things up. Mykelti informs Tony that she is aware that he is attempting to make a really kind analogy, but you simply likened owning a dog to becoming pregnant. And Tony responds, yes, he is doing that. Consequently, he continues, even if you are aware that a dog will eventually die, every positive experience you have with them is worthwhile. Additionally, he believes Meri ought to have been happy enough with her first child to try for another. Even if it doesn't succeed and she suffers as a result, he maintains that she should have tried. Given how happy she was with her first child, Tony feels it's worth a shot. Mykelti then informs Tony that she would prefer to acquire a puppy than being pregnant once more. They went on after that. In an attempt to divert Tony's attention from the dog analogy, Mykelti brought attention to Meri's reproductive issues. Tony once again demonstrates, as supporters have suggested, that he speaks without considering the repercussions, such as when he throws Meri Brown to the dogs. Sister wives Robyn Brown has learned enough since their family tragedy. Her relationship with Kody Brown has ruined the family. Intro. The polygamous marriage of Kody and Robyn Brown has been one of the most controversial and talked about relationships in the world of reality television. But after years of emotional roller coasters, family feuds, and public scrutiny, it's clear that Robyn has learned some serious lessons in the wake of the Brown family's heartbreaking tragedy. The questions remain. Has Kody's relationship with Robyn torn the family apart? Has their bond caused irreparable damage to the family that fans once thought could survive anything? It's a complex tale of love, betrayal, and heartbreak that continues to captivate viewers. Let's take a deep dive into the shocking truths and eye-opening revelations about Robyn Brown's journey since the family tragedy. Chapter 1. The Tragic Family Breakdown. In 2025, things reached a boiling point for the Brown family. From publicized divorces to the shocking redistribution of Coyote Pass, every major step seemed to spark another catastrophe. But perhaps the most painful tragedy was the emotional fallout that came from Kody Brown's relationship with Robyn. Fans watched as the other wives, including Janelle and Christine, openly criticized Robyn's role in the family dynamic. Even more so, they blamed Robyn for intensifying the fractures in their once united family. But what did Robyn learn from all of this? And did she play a role in the family's unraveling? Chapter 2. The Spotlight on Robyn's Role. While Kody's relationship with Robyn seemed to blossom publicly, it was clear that there were undercurrents of tension behind the scenes. As fans, we were left wondering, how much did Robyn know about Kody's emotional neglect of the other wives? In interviews and behind-the-scenes moments, Robyn has consistently played the part of the loyal partner to Kody. But has her loyalty to him come at a price? It's no secret that her influence over Kody has grown in ways that have alienated many of the other wives, particularly Christine, who is vocal about her frustrations. Did Robyn know how much pain Kody's attention to her was causing? Or was she completely blindsided by the slow unraveling of what had once seemed like a solid family? Chapter 3. The Love Triangle and its Fallout. Fans have often speculated that Robyn's marriage to Kody has become the catalyst for the dramatic fallout in the Brown family. With Kody's increasing emotional distance from his other wives, it seemed like Robyn had become his sole emotional anchor. But was Robyn the true cause of the trouble, or was Kody's obsession with her the real problem? As Kody's focus shifted more to Robyn, we saw the increasing distance between him and his other wives. This created an undeniable tension that tore the family apart. Christine's heartbreaking departure, followed by Janelle's shift in priorities, was clear evidence that something was deeply wrong within the family. But was Robyn really at fault? Or was she just the person in the wrong place at the wrong time? In this chapter, we explore how the dynamics between Robyn, Kody, and the other wives led to the ultimate demise of what once seemed like a happy polygamous family. The answers might not be what you expect. Chapter 4. Robyn's Growing Awareness. As the drama unfolded, Robyn began to show signs of change. She no longer seemed to be the naive woman who had once entered the family with hopeful dreams of sister wives and mutual respect. The tragedy that befell the Brown family wasn't something she could ignore any longer. This chapter unpacks Robyn's journey of self-reflection. Has Robyn finally learned enough about the complexities of polygamy and the emotional toll it takes on a family? Could it be that she regrets how things turned out? Chapter 5. The emotional impact on Robyn and Cody's relationship. Robyn and Cody's relationship was once celebrated as the model of true love in a polygamous marriage. However, the reality of their bond began to sour in the aftermath of the family tragedy. Cody, deeply entrenched in his relationship with Robyn, became increasingly neglectful of the other wives, which alienated him from his children as well. But how does Robyn feel about this? Has she finally recognized that her relationship with Cody has destroyed the family, or is she too far gone to understand the damage done? This chapter takes a hard look at the emotional toll that the tragedy has taken on both Cody and Robyn. How has the shift in their relationship affected their children, and is it too late for Robyn to reconcile with the other wives? Chapter 6. The Aftermath. Rebuilding or reinforcing the damage. In the wake of the family tragedy, Robyn's focus has shifted. Some believe she's trying to rebuild her life and the lives of her children with Cody, while others believe that she's perpetuating the toxic dynamics that destroyed the Brown family in the first place. What will the future hold for Robyn? Has she truly learned from the heartbreaking events that unfolded, or will she continue to ignore the pain that her relationship with Cody has caused? This chapter dives into Robyn's personal growth, or lack thereof, and whether she's ready to admit the role she played in the downfall of the Brown family. Chapter 7. The Future of Robyn and Cody. After the drama and the aftermath, what does the future look like for Robyn and Cody? With the family fractured beyond repair, some fans believe their love will eventually fade, while others see it as the only relationship left standing. But the big question remains, will Cody and Robyn ever truly escape the shadow of the family tragedy? Can Robyn rebuild her relationship with the other wives, or is the damage irreversible? Conclusion: has Robyn really learned enough? Robyn Brown's journey since the Brown family tragedy has been one of introspection, growth, and, at times, denial. While Cody's relationship with Robyn undeniably had a significant impact on the family, it's unclear whether Robyn has truly learned from the mistakes that led to the breakdown of her once close-knit polygamous family. Will Robyn continue to walk down the path she has carved with Cody, or will she seek redemption and attempt to heal the rift that has torn apart the family? Only time will tell. But one thing's for certain, the Brown family will never be the same, and Robyn Brown's role in their story will forever be debated. Sister wives, Cody is finally trying to make amends with his kids. But is it too late? Intro. For over a decade, Cody Brown's controversial polygamous lifestyle has captivated millions of fans. However, one of the most emotional aspects of the Sister Wives series has always been the strained relationships between Cody and his children. From distant emotional connections to outright tensions, viewers have witnessed the complex and often heart-wrenching journey of a man torn between multiple families. But now, in 2025, something is shifting. Cody Brown, the patriarch of the Brown family, is finally making efforts to mend his broken relationships with his kids. He's making public statements, holding private meetings, and, for the first time in years, showing a genuine desire to rebuild bridges. But is it too late? Have Cody's past mistakes already caused irreparable damage to his bond with his children? This deep dive into Cody's latest attempts to make amends will reveal shocking details, unexpected developments, and emotional revelations. Is this a real attempt at healing, or just another misguided effort from a man who may have waited too long? Chapter 1. Cody's history with his kids. Before diving into Cody's recent attempts at repairing his relationships, it's essential to understand the history. For years, the Brown family has been full of conflict and frustration, particularly between Cody and his children. It's no secret that Cody's relationship with his kids has been a contentious issue throughout the years. As the father of 18 children, spanning 4 wives, Cody's ability to divide his time and attention among them has always been a challenge. And as he grew closer to Robyn, his connection with the other wives and their children weakened. Cody's children, especially those from his marriages to Meri, Janelle, and Christine, often express frustration at their father's neglect and favoritism toward Robyn's children. In the past, Cody's children have criticized him for emotionally neglecting them and prioritizing Robyn's children over his biological kids. But now, after years of silence and tension, Cody is making waves by trying to reconnect with his estranged children. But can Cody truly mend the damage that's been done? Is this newfound effort genuine? Or is it just a reaction to a family falling apart at the seams? Chapter 2. The Turning Point. What sparked Cody's change of heart? Cody's transformation has been swift and unexpected. What caused the sudden change in him? Did he experience a personal crisis that led him to reevaluate his actions? Or is this just a last-ditch effort to repair his public image as the cracks in his family continue to widen?